Hello dear fans, friends and subscribers. Welcome to this very exciting cricket show today with your host Ram. And the reason that I'm saying that it is a very exciting cricket show is it's a sensational debut for Kagiso Rabada, the young tearaway fast bowler from South Africa. As you know, today South Africa are playing their first match of the one-day international series against Bangladesh, and we also know that the ICC new rules are into effect today, where we know that there are no restrictions in the initial overs. The batting power plays has been scrapped off, and in the slog overs, you need to have previously there were four people standing outside the. They should necessarily have four people. Now it has increased to five. So there are a lot of changes which has been, and also the no balls that would be treated as free hits. If at all, even a single no ball is bowled, it will be treated as free hits. Well, we all know the ICC new rules were coming under effect today, with two matches being played, one between Bangladesh and South Africa, and the other one being played with India and Zimbabwe. But well, as far as the Bangladesh versus South Africa clash is concerned, that has become that is someone not only so one would really remember this because for all the good reasons, because Kagiso Rabada, on the day when the ICC new rules in one-day internationals took effect, he actually made a debut, and what a sensational debut for him, a dream debut, as he became the second player in the annals the second player as far as one-day internationals are concerned to take a hat-trick, and that too on his one-day international debut. And Kagiso Rabada, let me tell you, he's a young tearaway pace bowler from South Africa. He made waves in the under-19 World Cup for South Africa when he took 5 wickets against the Australian team, I suppose. And today he has translated that into international cricket. He was let loose by the South African selectors to play in this particular match against Bangladesh, and what a debut. One could call this a dream debut as far as Kagiso Rabada was concerned. He's young, he's fast, and he started it all in the 4th over. In fact, the Bangladesh versus South Africa one-day international, it was hit by rain, so it was not a good start, and due to the rain, the overs had to be pruned, and it was decided it was going to be a 40-over-a-side game. And right now, while I'm talking to you, Kagiso Rabada is the one who is responsible for this particular score of Bangladesh, which is standing at a very shoddy score of 134 for 8, and we are in the 30th over, and Bangladesh were the ones who actually won the toss and elected to bat. And let's see what happened. Tamim Iqbal was the one who was really kept quiet by Kagiso Rabada and Abbott, and in fact he was scoreless for 13 balls, and then it was Kagiso Rabada starting it off. As first Kagiso Rabada started bowling an excellent line. He was he was bowling a very good line, and then in the 4th over, Kagiso Rabada, as I said, started his hat-trick. And what a sensational debut. On his one-day international debut, he has taken a hat-trick. It all started. Let's see what happened here. It was Kagiso Rabada coming into bowl to Tamim Iqbal, and let's see what happens. This is the 4th over of the innings, and Kagiso Rabada bowling to Tamim Iqbal, and Tamim Iqbal probably thought the ball which was pitched on the off and middle stump would actually hold its line, but he was absolutely mistaken, as the ball went on to hit the off stump. It just pitched on the off and middle stump and went on to hit the off stump. A beautiful cutter from Kagiso Rabada, leg cutter, and Tamim was fooled into it, and Tamim Iqbal was the first wicket for Kagiso Rabada. That was the maiden international wicket for Kagiso Rabada, as Tamim Iqbal, who was kept scoreless for 13 deliveries, departed clean bowled by Rabada for duck. After that, Liton Das came in, and as you know, Liton Das had a very impressive debut against India, as you would remember, and it was Kagiso Rabada accelerating in past the umpire and bowling to Liton Das. Liton Das got a ball which was angled into the pads, and he flicked it, but he flicked it straight to the fielder. Farhan Bahadin held the catch at mid-wicket, and Lytton Das was walking back to the pavilion the very first ball he faced for a blob, and that meant Rabada had taken 2 wickets in 2 balls, and Rabada was on a hat-trick. The South African skipper immediately got into business and started giving him all the support he needed when he put 3 slips in place. 3 slips in place, and Rabada was now bowling to a man who did not play in the one-day internationals against India, and he is Mahmudullah, who had a wonderful World Cup. He was making a comeback after the injury, and Mahmudullah, what a welcome he received from Rabada. Rabada bowled to him, and this was a quicker ball on the patch. Once again, a similar delivery that he bowled to Lytton Das, and the difference being for Lytton, it was in a good length spot, but here for Mahmudullah, the ball was actually Mahmudullah trying the same stroke that Lytton Das tried, but the only difference being that Mahmudullah could not get the bat onto it, and the ball actually missed it, hit the pads, and the umpire's finger went up, and it was absolute elation at the cricket ground here in the first one-day international between South Africa and Bangladesh. At Kagiso Rabada had trapped Mahmudullah LBW, and that was the hat-trick for Kagiso Rabada, this young pace bowler, and on his one-day international debut, he became the second bowler in one-day international history to take a hat-trick, and that is quite an achievement, a great achievement, and a dream debut for Kagiso Rabada, and he would never forget his first match. What a match! And not only that, right now I just wanted to cover the hat-trick for you people here, dear friends and subscribers. So Tamim Iqbal, Lytton Das and Mahmudullah falling victims to Rabada on his and also to boot, what Kagiso Rabada did was in that particular over was a maiden wicket over. So this should be a great record according to me. As we all know, the hat-trick, the first person in one-day international history to take a hat-trick was Taijul Islam, the left-arm spinner from Bangladesh, incidentally, and he became the first person in one-day international history to do it. And now Kagiso Rabada has become the second person, second bowler to take a hat-trick in one-day internationals on his one-day international debut, and that is something. It's a phenomenal debut for Kagiso Rabada. And Kagiso Rabada after that kept on working the batsman. Let's see what happened. As I said, right now while I'm talking to you, Bangladesh are in really in some deep trouble here after Kagiso Rabada has struck it so big that he has really toppled the 3 batsmen, and Bangladesh after that Soumya Sarkar came in and he started playing, and as I'm talking to you right now, Rabada was on absolute fire. He kept on doing that. He was relentless, and he has also got the 4th wicket, and I will also talk about that now. I'll talk you. In fact, while I'm talking to you right now, I see that Bangladesh are 149 for 9 now in the 33rd over, and it's Mustafizur Rahman, the last batsman at the crease, not out on naught, and Nasir Hussain is not out on 20 of 27 balls with 3 fours. So after the hat-trick, Kagiso Rabada went on to take 1 more wicket. In fact, he took the wicket of Soumya Sarkar, who was playing very well for his 27 of as many balls with 4 fours. He was caught Dumini bowled Rabada. That was the 4th wicket for Rabada. And the 5th wicket for Rabada was Mashraf-e Murtaza. And look at the bowling figures of Rabada. He's still not done. In fact, he has picked up 6 wickets. This could be something. This should be something of a. I think this is going to be something of a great record, because not only it's a hat-trick, he has taken a 5-wicket bag, and now his bowling figures are standing at 8 overs, 3 maidens, 16 runs and 6 wickets. And dear friends and subscribers, one has to really dig into the history books to see whether this is the best one-day international debut by a bowler in one-day cricket. What a debut this is. This is something superb for Kagiso Rabada, and Bangladesh are really they are into some very deep trouble here. And now it's only 7 overs left in this particular match. Mushfiqur Rahim made 24 of 38 balls with 1 4. Shakib Al Hasan was the highest scorer with 48 of 51 balls with 5 fours. He was LBW bowled Imran Tahir. Sabir Rahman was bowled by Morris for 5. Nasir Hussain is there, not out on 20. And Murtaza was a victim of Rabada. Jubair Hussain was bowled by Rabada, and Rabada is on absolute fire here. He is the name. As you know, Mustafizur Rahman, the batsman who is batting, he was the left-arm pace bowler who made waves during when he became the second player in one-day internationals to take 5 wickets in both the matches, in the first 2 matches of his one-day international career. And now this is something truly superb. As I said, Kagiso Rabada, 8 overs, 3 maidens, 16 runs and 6 wickets. Splendid bowling from Kagiso Rabada, and he's the talk of the town today as far as South Africa is concerned. So, but Bangladesh, right now I'm going to leave you from Bangladesh and take you down to the other cricket updates. And as I'm talking to you, the score reads, and let's have the look at the bowling figures of the South Africans. Abbott 6 overs has gone for 41, Morris 6 overs, no maiden, 1 for 32, Tahir 1 for 31, Dominion 1 for 24, but Kagiso Rabada's figures are shining in that bright light here in this one-day international against Bangladesh. 8 overs, 3 maidens, 16 runs and 6 wickets. He's on absolute fire. Kagiso Rabada, congratulations. He is doing a wonderful job for his team. 8 overs, 3 maidens, 16 runs and 6 wickets in a one-day international is truly stupendous on his one-day international debut. Kagiso Rabada has become the toast of South Africa today. And well, he definitely promised that, and today Kagiso Rabada has come up trumps here. Now let me take you down to another one-day international match. And as you know, the new rules are into effect today, and let's see what's happening. Now this is a match which I'm talking between India and Zimbabwe, where India were the ones who batted first. As you know, this was a second string Indian team which was playing. All the big names were resting. Ajinkya Rahane was the new captain of this second string Indian team, but India, let me tell you, this second string Indian team really struggled. In fact, the Zimbabwean pace bowler started bowling in the right areas and had this Indian innings in a real tangle at 87 for 5 at one stage, and then it was not only a revival but a real really a wonderful act of batsmanship produced by Ambati Rayudu, who went on to his second century in one-day international cricket. And you know, it was very good to see that Ambati Rayudu really came up good at this particular time, because with all the big names resting, Ambati Rayudu with his experience brought everything to the fore in controlling the innings, and finally he had good support from Stuart Binney, and that enabled India to finish at 255 for 6. While I'm talking to you, this match is in a very, very exciting stage right now, where Zimbabwe were chasing 255 for 6, or right now, while I'm talking to you, they are standing at 210 for 6. We are in the 46th over. It's a very interesting situation. Elton Chigumbura, the captain, is there, and as you know, Elton Chigumbura nowadays is a very, very mature player, and once he settles in, let me tell you, the ball can really disappear. But right now, Chigumbura definitely would be expected to do that today, because right now the Zimbabwean captain is not out on a wonderful 77 of 84 deliveries, 6 fours and 1 6. Graham Creamer is keeping him company, not out on 17 of 28 balls, but I think Zimbabwe are definitely in with a chance here, because Zimbabwe are requiring another 45 runs, another 26 balls are remaining, and as you know, there is no restriction, so the bowling will definitely have the edge, because 5 people can stand outside the circle. We have 26 balls, legal balls remaining, and Zimbabwe has to score at the rate of 10.80 right now to win this match. I'll be trying to really take you down to the excitement. So what I'm going to do right now is just talk about this Zimbabwean card. No, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do something different. I will keep you down with the excitement here as long as this YouTube broadcast lasts, and I'll take you down to England versus Australia. Now I'm taking you down to Cardiff, and we are talking about day 3, and we are at session 2 right now, with England, as you know, made 430 all out, and Australia today were restricted. In fact, yesterday they were looking good, But today, Australia were restricted to 300 with some very good bowling from the pace bowler, especially James Anderson. Australia 308 all out, conceding 122 runs to England, and England right now are 251 runs ahead. They are currently placed at 129 for 3. Ian Bell right now is batting on 39 with 7 fours, which is pretty refreshing to see. And Joe Root 25 of 29 balls, 5 fours, the centurion in the first innings. So let's have a look at the scorecard of England and Australia and see what happened. So today Australia resumed at their overnight score, and as I said, they were 308 all out. Some very good bowling from the English pace bowlers, especially Anderson, but it was a combined team bowling effort from England here. Adam Vokes made 31, we know that. In fact, today we saw Shane Watson was LBW bowled, brought for 30 with 6 fours. Nathan Lyon was LBW bowled, he was the night watchman who came in yesterday. He was LBW bowled Mark Wood for 6. Haddin contributed only 22 with 5 boundaries. 14 from Johnson with 2 boundaries. Stark was out for naught. Hazelwood, and as I said, 308 all out, a very good effort by the English pace bowlers to restrict Australia to 302 to 308. Anderson 18.5 over 6 maidens, 43 runs and 3 wickets, and all the bowlers, as I said, they really shared the spoils here. 17 overs 4 maidens, 60 runs and 2 wickets for Broad. Mark Wood 20 overs 5 maidens, 66 runs and 2 wickets. Moeen Ali 15 overs 1 maiden, 271, and Ben Stokes 14 overs 5 maidens, 1 for 51. England in their second dig, 122 runs ahead. They started off with Adam Lith and Alistair Cook, and Alistair Cook was the first to go. Now Mitchell Stark got a ball to Alistair Cook. Again, as you know, Alistair Cook is strong through the offside. The other day he was out to a cut shot of the bowling of Nathan Lyon, but today he was trying to get to a ball from Mitchell Stark and guide it through the backward point region, and it was a smart catch taken by Nathan Lyon as Alistair Cook was gone for 12 with 1-4. So that was the first wicket. England was 17 for 1, and after that Adam Lith along with Gary Ballance, and Gary Ballance did not trouble the scorers today, as Gary Ballance was snapped up by Haddin behind the wickets of the bowling of Hazelwood for naught. That made it 22 for 2, and then there was a brief little partnership of 41 runs between Adam Lith, the opener, and Ian Bell, but Adam Lith was a victim of the bowling of Nathan Lyon for 37 with 4 fours and 1 6. And as I said, England have definitely launched a brief revival here. They have moved the score on to 129 for 3 while I'm talking here, and Ian Bell is, as I said, he has been out of form for quite a long time. Refreshing to see that he has really hit his straps here, not out on 39 with 7 fours, and England will be expecting some big things from this wonderful batsman, the experienced batsman Ian Bell. Joe Root, the centurion, is not out on 25, and I think this is the most important pair that Australia would like to dislodge to keep their chances alive here. Now, to really make a further dent into England's innings here. Mitchell Johnson, 8 overs 1 maiden, none for 30. Hazelwood 1 for 36. Mitchell Stark had 1 for 21, bowled excellently, I thought. Nathan Lyon did a wonderful job, 1 for 23. Now, dear fans and subscribers, as I said, before this YouTube broadcast ends, I have to take you down to the real excitement, and I'm going to take you down to the real excitement because we are in the 47th over right now. Zimbabwe's run rate has been spiraling a lot, and it's very high time that Elton Chigumbura has to unwind. It's very important, and we know what Elton Chigumbura is capable of. He can really tear the leather of the ball, let me tell you, and I'll come back to that later. In the meanwhile, I'm just going to give you a synopsis of what happened. India really struggled. As I said, they were at one stage, they were 87 for 5. Ajinkya Rahane, the new captain of this Indian one-day international team in Zimbabwe, made 34 runs of 49 balls with 5 fours. Murali Vijay was an early victim, out to the bowling of Vittori for 1. And as I said, the Zimbabwean pace bowlers bowled excellent lines during the initial overs with Inasha Panyangra, Brian Vittori and Trepano, but they definitely came in for some severe tap during the latter part of the innings when Ambati Rayudu and Stuart Binney were in full flow. Ajinkya Rahane 34, Vijay made 1. Ambati Rayudu, as I said, was there nurturing the innings to 255 for 6 with his second one-day international century of his career, not out on 124 of 133 balls with 12 fours and 1 6. Tiwari was celebrated bowled Chibaba for 2 of 14 deliveries. Robin Uthappa unfortunately unfortunately was run out for naught, which was pretty sad. Kedar Jadhav could contribute only 5 of 13 balls with 1-4, but Binny came in Binny and Raidu were the ones who rescued India and took them to 255. Binny playing an impressive knock of 77 of 76 balls with 6 fours and 2 sixes. Akshar Patel was not out on 2, and India finally finished off at a respectable 255 for 6. Now, as far as the Zimbabwean bowling was concerned, Tinyasha Panyangra and all these pace bowlers bowled excellently in the initial stage of the innings, but later on they really faltered in their lines. Tinyasha Panyangra, 9.2 overs, 1 maiden, none for 53. Brantori, 9 overs, no maiden, 1 for 63. Tripano, 8.4 overs, 1 maiden, 2 for 48, was the only one who seemed to have some good control even during the latter stages of the innings, of Indian innings. Chibaba, 10 overs, 2 minutes, 2 for 25, very, very impressive, and I think he's a useful bowler in the Zimbabwean line. We have seen that he did well against Pakistan too. Creamer, the right arm leg spinner, 10 overs, no maiden, 47. Sean Williams bowled 3 overs for 17. As far as Zimbabwe were concerned, well, they didn't have a good start. Chibaba was consumed pretty quickly by Rahane of the bowling of Kumar for 3, and after that it was Sibanda who stroked 2 fours and 1 6 in a very quick knock of 20 of 35 deliveries before Binny scalped him, and this was pretty interesting. The previous ball, Binny was smacked for a 6 by Sibanda, but this time Sibanda once again trying to do the same, hold out to Harbhajan Singh in the deep, and he was gone. So that was Visu Sibanda gone. 2 wickets were down for 47. Hamilton Masakadza played an innings of 34 of 64 balls with 4 fours, and he was caught by Tiwari, the bowling of Akshar Patel. Sean Williams was clean bowled by Akshar Patel from naught, and then Harbhajan Singh got the very important wicket of Sikandar Raza, who could really prove a thorn, but India, I thought, did well to pick up his wicket, and he was gone for Sikandar Raza. Was caught by Patel with the bowling of Harbhajan Singh for 37 of 33 balls with 5 fours. Mutumbami made only 7, and as I'm talking to you right now, I'm going to take you live and we are going to see what exactly is happening. As I'm talking to you, we are on the 47th over. The score is 219 for 6. The Indian bowling, I know this is becoming a bit of a long YouTube broadcast, unfortunately, but I'm just wanting to give you the excitement, wanting to take you down to the wire here, where the Zimbabwe and the Zimbabwe match is getting pretty exciting. I'll come back to that. So in the Zimbabwe, just talking about this Zimbabwean Indian bowling against Zimbabwe. Kumar has been on the money. 8 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 16. Kulkarni a bit very, very costly. 7.4 overs, no maiden, none for 47. He's the one who is bowling right now as I'm seeing it here. Stuart Binney, 10 overs, 2 for 54. Harbhajan Singh bowled well, 146. Patel has been impressive, 2 for 41. Tiwari bowled 1 over for 6 runs. Today we had, as I said, okay, so I'm going to take you down live as far as this India versus Zimbabwe clash is concerned, because it's getting pretty exciting, and I would like to give you, I am going to share some cricket commentary with you as the match goes by. So let's have a look. So I'm going to take you down to that exciting match here, which is happening right now, as Zimbabwe now has to really get on with things here. The Zimbabwe score is reading 225 for 6. We are in the 48th over. Chigumbura is there, not out on 89 with 7 fours and 1 6. Well, if Elton Chigumbura could take Zimbabwe over the line with a century, oh well, I'm sure he's going to get a lot of kudos. As I'm talking to you here, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar has been hit for a boundary by Chigumbura in the 48th over, and now the match is really getting really exciting here at the Harare Sports Club, as Zimbabwe 229 for 6 now require another 27 runs with 4 wickets remaining, but they have 16 balls, but the man to do it is in the middle, playing in a princely manner here. He's the captain of the Zimbabwean team. 93 not out of 8 fours and 1 6 of 91 deliveries. Truly deserves a century. 27 runs more required of 16 balls, and dear friends and subscribers, I'm trying to see how long this YouTube broadcast can launch. Let's see. I'll try to go over the distance, or probably what I'm going to do is, unfortunately, I think I will have to wind up this cricket show. Very, very unfortunate. I'm going to wind up this cricket show right now. Well, as I'm talking to you, the score has moved to 231. So now the equation is 25 runs required of 15 balls. But well, the excitement is really spurring me on to do this cricket commentary. Let's see whether I can do one more YouTube broadcast. So so I'm going to wind it up right now, and keep an eye, dear fan subscribers. If I have time, what I'll do is, after this broadcast, I will see if the match is not yet over. I'll come back and give you some more cricket commentary. So I'm leaving you right now from here, dear fans and subscribers, with the score on 233 for 6 for Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe requiring another 23 runs of another 14 balls to defeat India in the first one-day international. They have 4 wickets in hand, and the good news is that Elton Chigumbura is coming to a century. So let's see whether Elton Chigumbura can score a century, and I'm sure he will. So let me see whether I can keep it going till such time Elton Chigumbura gets to that coveted mark. And Bhuvneshwar Kumar's over has been a costly. I have to tell you, this over from Bhuvneshwar Kumar has been costly. He has given away 9 runs already, so he has been leaking runs. And let's see what. Well, Elton Chigumbura gets a single. So Graham Creamer comes into strike now. 234 for 6 Zimbabwe. Now Zimbabwe requiring another 22 runs of the final 13 balls which are remaining. And I know this YouTube broadcast is really going a long way now. It's 26 minutes YouTube broadcast. But well, I think I will have to wind up, unfortunately, dear fan subscribers. Time permitting, I will come back and try to take you down. Tell you whether India, or probably I can give you an update on the YouTube show itself. I will mention that if Zimbabwe win or India win. Well, thanks for your company, and let us see what's happening in the match in Bangladesh. Well, it's innings break. Bangladesh have been all out for 160. The last wicket was claimed by, I think Nasser Hussain was the last man out, bowled by Morris for 31, 44 balls, with 3 fours and 1 6, 160 all out. But Kagiso Rabada bowling figures, 8 overs, 3 made and 16 runs and 6 wickets. And Kagiso Rabada has taken the has really eaten the cake today in this particular match. Well, so I will keep up the good show, Kagiso Rabada. What a memorable debut, memorable one-day international debut for Kagiso Rabada, becoming the second person in one-day international history to claim a hat-trick of wickets on one-day international debut. And not only that, he went on to pick up 6 wickets for 16 runs on his one-day international debut to plunge Bangladesh to 160 all out. So, dear fans and subscribers, hope you all enjoyed this exciting cricket happening show of mine. I'm sure that I'm going to see you all tomorrow. We all know on Saturday it's a late night cricket happening show. Until then, keep yourself patient, and I'll be watching you all and covering the cricket happenings. I'll be talking about all these 3 matches, about England's progress as to what they did on the 3rd day and 4th day, and then also any other cricket matches that are happening. Until then, it's goodbye. Thank you.